Welcome back to the vlogs. My name is Ron and this is MotorTube. It is a beautiful sunny day once again. I think summer is finally here and I am ready for it because the content is gonna only get more lit. So today we are taking my 2021 Charger Hellcat Redeye, yes, a very long name, to get dynoed. This car has officially done getting tuned. We dialed it in on the street. I basically tune all my cars on the street. I don't like tuning them on the dyno. I think tuning them on the street is a lot better, and that's kind of where you're gonna be racing it. You're not gonna be racing your car on the dyno. You're gonna be racing it on the street, so it's better to tune the car on the street. So anyways, we're gonna take it to Walsh Motorsports. They got an awesome dyno there, a pretty accurate dyno, and they're gonna slap my Charger on and we're gonna try to get some numbers today. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the setup on this Charger. It is a very, very simple setup. I mean, there's not much to it, and the reason I didn't go crazy is because I didn't want to do it all at once. I wanted to dyno this setup, get used to this setup, and then go a crazier setup. My setup right now is on 93. So once we get to the shop, I'm gonna explain to you guys everything we did to the car, and then we're gonna put it on a dyno and get some numbers. And we made it to the shop. All right, let's pop the hood now. So I'm gonna show you guys what's under the hood. So the first thing I want to point out is that it's on stock pulleys. I didn't upgrade the upper pulley or the lower pulley. The only thing done to this car is it has a ported and built blower. It has some racing intercoolers for the supercharger. It has a, I think this is a 105 throttle body by VMP, stock intake, and that's pretty much it. Obviously the car is tuned, so I got an engine tune and I got a trans tune. Other than that, there's really not much more done to the car. The car is still on 93. The reason I didn't go with an upper pulley is because the car would have made too much boost on 93. I couldn't go with an upper pulley and a ported blower. I was only able to go with either or. My tuner advised me, he said, your car is gonna make way too much boost and it would not be able to support it while the car's still on 93. The main reason I wanted to stay on 93 for a little bit is because I wanted to enjoy the car while it's still on 93 and be able to beat on it. Once you go on 85, you know, there's a bit of a risk. Now your car's on a whole different fuel setup, and I just kind of wanted to beat on the car since my other Redeye is so built that I kind of get scared to continuously beat on it. I want to have fun with a car, and this is the car that I could do that in. Now I do have an upper pulley and it's at home, and I'm gonna put it on once I put the car on 85. And a few things I gotta do to put it on 85 is I gotta change the injectors and I gotta get a booster pump for the dual pumps that are in here. So now it's time to find out what the Charger is gonna put down while being on stock pulleys. So before we get started, I'm gonna need you guys to comment down your guesses of how much power you think the Charger's gonna put down. It put down 720 wheel stock. I'm not sure how much more power it's gonna put down now. I'm guessing somewhere between 770 and 780. It could make more, it could make less. I'm not sure. Comment down your guesses below. Here's the first run, 778. The 720 was what it did stock. The 778 right there is what it just did, and the torque was 681. So now we're gonna turn the race cool down on, and we're gonna let the car cool down. So it put 778 to the wheels after I drove 45 minutes to get here. So the car was already hot, and it's on stock pulleys. We're gonna let the car cool down. I turned the race cool down on, and we have the fans running. We're gonna let it cool down for a little bit, and then we're gonna go for another run. Hopefully we can make close to like 790. I really do think it will put down a little bit more numbers, but it's just very, very impressive to do that with stock pulleys. Like, that's insane. So here's the second run, 779 power, and the torque is 689. So here are the final numbers. It put down 779 power, and then the torque was 689, and then 720 under it is what it made stock, and 673 is the torque it made when it was stock. I am really happy with the numbers. 780 to the wheels with stock pulleys. Literally, it's only ported. That is the power of porting your blower. It gives you some really, really good gains without having to stress the car at all. There are no upper, no lower pulley, nothing like that. It's not stressing the car at all. It is organic power simply through port work from JOKERZ Performance. Shout out to them, man. That is awesome that their port work was able to give me a gain of 60 wheel. That is very impressive, and I am very happy with the numbers. Let me know what you guys think of that in the comments below. Let me know if you guys find that as impressive as I do. All right, let's get out of here. Put it in drive. And by the way, the check engine light that you guys are seeing, don't panic. That is only because of my cats. I don't have any cats in here, so the check engine light pops up, so it's very normal. Like I said, I am very pleased with the numbers, man. 780, that's good, but at the end of the day, I don't really care for you know, horsepower numbers. That means absolutely nothing to me. What matters the most is track numbers, what it does down the drag strip. That is the most important part. That's why we build these cars, so we can see what they're capable of when they're going down the track. So with that being said, I'm gonna be taking this car to the drag strip very, very soon. I wasn't able to take it when it was stock, but again, right now it's not that far from stock. You know, it's literally on stock pulleys. You know, it just has a ported blower and it's tuned, so it's not that heavily modified. I'm gonna throw my 17s off my Challenger on here. I just gotta get those balanced, and then we're gonna be able to take it to the drag strip and see what this thing can run in a quarter mile. I'm hoping for some good numbers because the car is making decent power, and I'll just have to drive it to the best of my abilities. It shouldn't be that hard to drive because again, the car isn't putting crazy amount of power down. I'm very used to this power level. I mean, my last Challenger, I was able to run mid-9s in it, and that thing made 900 wheel, and I did just fine in it. Obviously, my Charger Redeye currently that I have is making way more power than that one, so I still haven't had the balls to take that to the track because I'm very scared of things breaking. But this, it's on a very simple setup, so I think we're gonna be able to just go there, have fun. We shouldn't break anything, you know, knock on wood. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of those numbers, man. I think they were very, very impressive for the work that is done to the car. Quick ball.
I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the bag like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8-day wake up.